Let's now work through a couple of examples of applications of the log rules, and you'll be asked to do some, or particularly to do these three here anyway, and to do some in the tutorials where you are not allowed to use a calculator. So you need to be able to understand these log rules. I suppose that's why we don't use a calculator, to test your understanding of how the log rules work. So let's have a look at the first one, and as we normally start, we just write out the basic question. Now, if we are adding two logs together and it's to the same base, which in this case it's 10, what we're actually doing is we're actually multiplying the numbers. So if we go back to log rule number 1, this is like the backwards or the inverse. So we've got the addition, so we're actually multiplying the numbers. So that's the log to base 10 of 40 times 25. 40 times 25 is 1,000, so that's the log to base 10 of 1,000. And two ways of going from here. We could say, right, what is the log is a power. What's the power I've got to raise 10 to get 1,000? Well, 10 times 10, which is 10 to the power of 2, is 100, times another 10. That's 10 times 10 times 10, or 10 to the power of 3. So that will be the number 3. So 10 to the power of 3 is 1,000. Alternatively, you could have gone, okay, log to base 10. Now, can this be expressed as a power of 10? Yes, it can. That's 10 to the power of 3. And then by the, the third law of logarithms, this 3, when you got n to the power of p, and the p can come down the front, so that'll be 3 log of 10 to base 10, and then by the next law of logarithms, log of a to base a is 1, so that'll be 3 times 1 equals 3. So that's an alternative method. It might suit some people to go that way, it may suit some people to go this way. Number 2, we've got the log of 8 to base 2 plus the log of 12 to base 2 minus log of 3 to base 2. So here we've got a bit of adding of logs and subtracting. So when we are adding, we're actually multiplying the numbers, and then when we subtract, we are dividing the numbers. So we can say that's log to base 2 of 8 times 12 all over 3. So adding is multiplying the numbers. When we subtract the log, we're actually dividing by the number. So we evaluate what's in the brackets. We get log to base 2, 8 12s are 96, divided by 3, 96 over 3 is 32. Now once again, we could either go this way or we'd go this way up here. 32, can we express 32 as a power of 2? Yes, it's 2 to the power of 5. So that's equal to 5 times log 2 to base 2 equals 5. Alternatively, if you know your powers of 2, you know the 2 to the power of 5, so we could have actually gone straight down to there. Third one. So we got 2 times the log of 4 to base 3 minus 4 times the log of 2 to base 3. You're right. So we're subtracting, so it means we must be dividing. We can work this one backwards, and we can say that that's log to base 3 of 4 to the power of 2 minus log to base 3 of 2 to the power of 4. So that 4 can go up to there, and this 2 can go up as that power there. Subtracting, so we are dividing the numbers. So that's log to base 3 of 4 squared. 4 squared is 16 over to the power of 4 is also 16. So that's log to base 3 of 1. And you know that the log of 1 to any base is equal to 0. So be prepared for different types of questions, and to apply those log rules you need to know them, and you should be fine.